One of the most storied and beautiful venues in college football, Mickey Stadium. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the Air Force Falcons and the Army Black Knights. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe will be down on the sideline. Black Knights kicker headed to the football. The crowd eager, and off we go. The start of a new season. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Falcons offense will have the football first.
Now you got a chance to be aggressive. Let's see what they do here on offense.
Trying to keep the drive alive. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on fourth down, and rolling the dice pays off.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Now on the option. He'll do it himself, and they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
So now it's second and long. Here's the handoff. Hard running there. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Air Force.
Man, it's a nice start for this offense. Their defense didn't even have to play the first quarter. Like, that was unbelievable ball control, moving down the field methodically, chewing up clock, and most importantly, punching the ball in and getting the touchdown.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Army Black Knights offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man in the middle. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. First down, 10 yards to go. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Just feeds the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Firing to the right, complete. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Have 2 left to work with before the half. They converted fourth down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Tries to get it on the ground.
Well, you were already 2 for 2, and now you're 3 for 3. So offensively, this is just a day that ends in Y. It's another day at the office, continuing to go for it on fourth down. And guess what? Continuing to have success.
Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Falcons trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll go to the fullback. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tight end now in motion. On the option. Quarterback keep. Touchdown, Falcons. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the air on 1st down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
The Black Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Zings it complete to the right. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback.
And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, we welcome you into the Week 0 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Hawaii taking on the number 23 team, the Louisville Cardinals. And it's the Rainbow Warriors. With a complete demolition of the defense, they went over 70 points today. Safe to say the offensive coordinator could be in line for some head coaching jobs after a showing like this, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. And now over to your game inside Mighty Stadium. What a first half for that superstar back. He's already over 100 yards today, and he's done it with tough physical running, but also elusive speed. And that combination has his team 2 quarters away from a nice win. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Every journey begins with a step. This offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. He's got it again. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game.
The Falcons trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. On the option. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Falcons!
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you scored. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2. Well, guys, Air Force has the lead here. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Guys, they're going to pass on taking the sure 3 here and trying to get the touchdown, and this is a pretty big gamble. The give to the back. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. Looking downfield on first down. Wide open downfield. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Air Force.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out next year.
Coming for that Commander-in-Chief trophy, baby.
Couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season.
I understand how y'all use a highlight that's not a touchdown.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.
All right, let's check the stats. So ball control, as the Armed Forces Academy does. They only had 1 first down. We had 18. 45 total plays to that 18. We rushed for 234 yards and 3 touchdowns. Kept them in the negative. We threw the ball 12 times with 8 completions for 117 yards and a touchdown. They were 4 for 8 for 28 yards. They were 0 for 5 on third and 0 for 1 on fourth. We were 1 for 6 on third and 4 for 5 on fourth. Yeah, it was one time down in the red zone that I tried it. I was being greedy. And I was off center for the kicker, so I didn't want to mess up the kicker stats. Of course, delayed game penalties, trying to make my audibles. Look at that time of possession, though. That's what happened when Army switched over to a passing offense. You see, they had a freshman QB, so it is what it is. We got a senior QB. It is what it is. You see his numbers again. He also rushed 9 times for 42 yards and a touchdown. Surprised he didn't get the play of the game. The senior running back, 15 carries, 133 yards and a touch. The fullback, 8 carries, 57 yards and a touch. Rudnick, 1 carry for 2 yards. That was on the option pitch. Minkin, 4 catches, 42 yards. Boston, 3 catches, 34 yards. Osei, 1 catch for 41 yards and the touchdown. 1 sack given up. That was on Chin. I made his last name Chin. I don't know why. I was like, hey, we just gonna say that his mother was Latin and his father was What is Chin? Is it Chinese? I think it's Chinese. So we just say Chinese mother or Dominican mother. Or, where's Enrique Iglesias? Is he Mexican? No, he Puerto Rican, ain't he? So we say Puerto Rican mom and Chinese dad. I don't know. Mix it all up. Matlock led with 12 pancakes, Benton with 10, Salbury with 9, Spitz with 8. Chin had 6. And the defense had everybody getting tackles. I led the team with 4 total tackles and a tackle for a loss. We got a Fur with 2 tackles for losses, Columbus 2 tackles for losses, and Wheeler with a tackle for a loss. Fur with a sack, Columbus with a sack. We didn't get the ball to turn over. Disciplined. I appreciate you for tuning in. Stay tuned, stay smart. We've got more action to come.